Guys, this is it. Looks decent.
I spent my heart and soul on this chat. It better taste good, or it's quad rent. No pressure, but the rent is haunting you.
Something crunched like sand in my mouth. I don't know what that is.
Sand? Is that how you describe food? I want to tell you a story, and it's because, as I mentioned earlier, I went to one of Norway's most expensive restaurants, and I want to tell you a little bit about it, so I can write it off as a tax write-off. Then it's content. It was crazy. McDonald's, no, it's a place called Myammo, which is considered Norway's finest restaurant. I've never had it. My parents just used to cook salmon and potatoes. Now, the reason we got an inspiration to go there is because, well, we were watching a lot of MasterChef a couple of months ago. We wanted to see what this fine dining experience is like. And then it took like 3 months to get a table, and now we're here. And it's a crazy place. First of all, it's located in like the finest area of Oslo, like the west city of Oslo. When you walk there, you're expecting like, this is Norway's finest restaurant. It's supposed to look a certain way. It literally just looks like this. This is the place right here. I almost got lost going there. Where's the signs? There's nothing. It's just a door. But you go there, you hit a button, it slides open, and the staff greeted us. There were like 5 people. And you kind of felt like a character in a James Bond movie. They were like, can we take your jacket? And then they took us down to the wine cellar where they first prepared some opening bites before the actual dinner. Felt pretty like exclusive. So we go downstairs, we get to the wine cellar, and they give us our first bite, which looks like this. Now, what's cool about going to this restaurant is at the end of the day, they hand you 2 envelopes like this. One of them is the bill, which is the reason I'm telling you about this, so I can write it off as a tax expense, because that was very expensive. And the other one is info about what you actually had to eat. So I can tell you that this first bite was a langoustine claw with chicken skin and Vendes roe. I don't know, dude. I've never heard of any of these things. It was good, I will say, but I'm guessing it was very expensive to make. And these were all like 1 bite. The next one was this one, which had a really like big smell to it. It was a bun, and it was filled with warm duck liver. And then they drizzled like dried flowers. I don't know. Is this what rich people eat? This one was not that good. The first one was better. I think the entire thing is like they want you to taste things you've never had before. And I certainly have not had warm duck liver, nougatine dusted with dried flowers. I just haven't. And then we got the third bite, which was this. Now, this is based on the same ingredients as a traditional dish in Norway that you eat for Christmas. It's called pinnekjøtt, which is lamb. This was just that in this format. Then we got this, and they just serve them, and they're like, they don't say anything else after explaining what it is. It's just like, here, eat this. A tartare with caramelized onion and horseradish. Honestly, not much memory of this one. It was probably all right. I guess what I can summarize it to is like many of the flavors were new, interesting things I had never had before, but I wouldn't replace them for a cheeseburger, you know? Cheeseburgers are hype, and they're good. This was a take on tacos, which was a tortilla with mackerel and watercress. It looks like sand. It was a very tiny taco. But the crazy thing is, like, while we're sitting here, one of the conversations going on the other table is like one guy bragging about the real estate he just bought and how it's like, yeah, you know, he bought a real estate for 10 million, and the other guy was like, oh, you're that poor. It was that type of conversation. I was just like, ew. We're living off of Twitch Primes. We're not part of this group of people. Then we got up to the restaurant, and this was the first main dish. This is chilled king crab shoulder with smoked reindeer heart and caviar on the top. Does it look appealing, chat? Like, that's insane. It didn't taste like much. It tasted mostly like crab, but the caviar, I will say, is very overrated. It's just overrated food. Next dish we had caviar then with onion aquavit, which is a Norwegian spirit, and asparagus. Very foamy. This was not good. I gotta say, caviar, not hyped about it, didn't like it. This is scallops. First time ever having them. And it was funny because, like, this is the type of thing you see on MasterChef. So I was very intrigued to try it. By the way, here you can see the plates. Are you seeing this? The plates they had were like wood carved plates, and the cutlery is gold. It was such a highbrow place. So we are like 8 courses in. I'm getting full. I'm getting nauseous. This is a Norwegian dish called rømmegrøt. where you have porridge and you have usually strawberry jam. But this is literally reindeer heart, as Norwegian as it gets in terms of like what you're gonna make in a kitchen. You're not really like, when you're sitting there, like, oh, I don't know if I want to eat this, but you kind of have to try. I mean, the flavor itself was not bad. It was just, yeah, okay, I guess that's reindeer heart. I guess that's what that tastes like. But there's something in you that's telling you, damn, I'm actually eating reindeer heart right now. I probably shouldn't eat it. Main dish of the night, pogyu. This is duck from the grill in smoked jasmine with plum stones and turnip. This one was good, chat. This one was so good. It was like perfectly cooked. This was, that was very good. Like at this point, I was wondering how much is left, you know? Because, we're getting full and there's just more food coming. They're not stopping. We get like bread. This was very good bread because it was 25 layers of bread stacked on top of each other. And they're caramelized and they were very sweet. It was like dessert. And then you had a broth, which was typical like mountain hunter soup. A croissant, yeah, it was kind of croissant. And then they gave us dessert. Cookies. These were cloudberries, I think. They gave us ice cream. And these are tiny. These were like this big. Very cute. I like that. And then they gave us, just imagine, after 14 courses, different fish, different meat, different buns and stuff. And you get this. Whew. It was a massive like caramel cinnamon bun. Oof, these were very good to end the night, but they gave us 2 of each and I couldn't finish it. I was so done. Chat, I want you to make a small prediction. How much do you think it really costs to eat there? Because there's a reason I'm telling you about it. It's because I don't want to pay this. So now I'm making content about it. This is in kroner. Do not freak out. This is Norwegian currency. The total, $1,000 for 2 people. $1,000, 10,000 kroner. Just give me a cheeseburger, man. It was not worth it. It was a very big mistake. It's not at all reasonable. I paid $1,000 to eat reindeer heart and to taste scallops. I think in general, it's something that I wanted to try, and we thought it was fun to try it because of like, we saw so much like luxury cooking in MasterChef and whatnot. But honestly, as someone who's tried it, I'll tell you this, chat. Gourmet food is not that good. It just isn't. But it's about the experience. I've tried it. And now I told you about it so you can avoid the same mistake. Maybe the restaurant itself was just bad. No, it's a triple Michelin star restaurant. And it's like Norway's fanciest place. It's not a bad restaurant. I think the food critics will have me flogged if I say that. I mean, let's be honest here, guys. Some people spend money on restaurants like that. Other people subscribe to Scrappy. Who's worse with their money?